Pretty sure they're excited to see me. I think they're out of hay. Days like today, I'm thankful for two things. It's sloppy, nasty, muddy. I'm thankful for two things. Tractors with cabs, barns to store hay inside. If not, this would be a very, very miserable adventure. Get these strings cut off here so they don't end up in the feedway, which, you know, ultimately ends up, you know, strings and things of that nature. They seem to find their way to places they shouldn't be, like the field, in the mud. And when they get in the mud and the manure out in front of the feeder, then they find their way into the manure spreader, and it will tangle up big time. And it is a monster mess, monster pain in the hind end. So it's worth the extra, I don't know, takes 30 seconds to a minute. Cut these strings off. Probably takes a couple hours to get string worked off of out of a manure spreader beater. So 100% worth just a little bit of extra time to cut those things off. All right, let's get her restarted and let's get these cows fed. Just run out yesterday evening or first thing this morning. So they are, oh, missed a string. I have to go back and get that. made it a little bit tight. So now putting a bale in here, get a little bit of a squeeze going through between the top of the rail and the bottom of the drip rail right there. Just a little squeeze. Gotta be careful of what's behind you. Little calves will sneak back in there and you won't see them.
Alright, while we're all standing here together, let's talk about this set of calves right here. This set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bleeders. Yeah, 6 down here. This set of 6 calves, they're going to be what you call backgrounded, weaned, vaccinated. Just a little bit of value added program. And they'll be down at the house in the next probably 60 to 70 days, depending upon their age. So they'll stay up here with their mothers for the next at least 2 months for the ones on the bigger side, a little bit longer for the ones on the smaller side, and then they'll get vaccinated and ear tagged and weaned and brought down to the house and put on a feed regimen. So, and that's how we make money. You know, they're born here on the farm, they get raised, vaccinated, run through what we call a backgrounding program, and then hauled to the sale barn at what we call preconditioned sales, where everybody else does the same program to their cattle, and they're sold as lot groups instead of individuals through the sale barn on a weekend or something of that nature. So part of the it's just part of the beef enhancement programs going on. Every state's got it. Here in Tennessee, we do the same thing as everybody else. For the most part, the education's run through University of Tennessee, and your local extension agent, everybody's got one in each county. And that's where I first learned about it. And now that's what I do. I don't sell through a sale barn anymore you know, as a one at a time sale. As groups, I do value added, wean and background my cattle, and that makes them more valuable commodities for me and a more proven commodity on the buyer's end. So they're willing to give just a little bit more for what they know is a little bit more reliable product. So while they's all standing there, I just want to take a second to talk about that. Back to it. Thing about what they do, they're excited about eating, but they're also in the way. I typically raise it up above their head, and they move most of the time without being provoked. Sometimes they need a little extra motivation, but not always. They move right out of the way. One more. Really quickly, let's count and see. It's always important you know how much hay you've got, see if you can make it through the winter. Really quickly, you know, my cattle are eating hay at about a rate of about 4 bales per week, which is, you know, on average. I couldn't tell you the exact poundage or tonnage that they're eating, but I'm gonna, you know, I like to get a count every now and then of what I've got left. So right here, what we see in front of us right here, that'll do me. I think I've got 4 stacked up behind here too. So, you know, 4 is 8. That's 2 more weeks. That gets me all the way to the new year. And in, you know, the southern part of the United States, even up in East Tennessee, where it's not quite as warm as the deep south, I only feed hay through about March. So once March hits, I'm pretty much done. So I've got January, February, and March really to get through. If you count on 4 weeks per month, that's only 12 more weeks. And I know I've got more than enough to do for that. That 4 bales per week at 12 weeks is 48 bales. And these stacks here are 5s. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a smaller piece back behind there. And what you can't see, I've got another stack about half this size on the other side. So, you know, should be all right. You know, it's going to be a little bit close, but it always is. But we should be in good shape.